superheroes. I never particularly like them, besides Batman of course. They're pretty much always buff men that talk way too much. But there's a particular type of superhero that I will always yap about when given the chance. Mother Nature superheroes. Although they don't save the world, some animals have really cool abilities. Hear me out. The mantis shrimp. This little dude is basically a combo of the Hulk and the Flash. Its punch can break glass, metal, and even bone. And not only is it strong, it's also fast. I'm not kidding, it's fast. It can punch 50 times faster than we can blink. It's so fast that a punch boils the water around it and actually produces secondary shockwaves that damages the prey even further. If that's not a superpower, I don't know what is. Mantis shrimp? More like One Punch Man, this shrimp. Okay, I'm sorry. Also, weird side note, why is it even called a mantis shrimp? It's not a shrimp. It's actually a stomatopod, which is more like a relative of crabs and lobsters. Maybe the guy who named it got hit in the head by one. Wouldn't surprise me. Next up on Animals with Superpowers, we have the immortal jellyfish. Guess what its superpower is? Wrong. It actually shoots lasers out of its eyes. I'm joking. Yes, it's immortal. Like, literally. When life gets tough, it doesn't die. It just hits the reset button and turns back into a baby jellyfish. And it can do this over and over again. Like it put a checkpoint at its toddler stage and can just respawn endlessly. Now, do these jellyfish actually live forever? Biologically, they can. But they sometimes forget to hit the reset button when they get sick. Or they get eaten by predators. And now, we have to talk about the electric eel. Personally, I didn't fully realize how cool these guys were until recently. Why are we not all shocked by the fact that these animals can literally produce electricity? Like, hello? This thing can generate enough electricity to knock out a horse. It's like Pikachu, but slimy and without the adorable face. But what's even crazier, it uses this power to navigate underwater and find prey. Now, for my personal favorite, the hairy frog, also known as the Wolverine frog. This frog has the most hardcore self-defense mechanism ever. When it feels threatened, it breaks its own bones. Well, that's pretty useless. It breaks its bones to push claws through its skin. And those claws are also made of bone. Metal. And besides its retractable claws, it also has sideburns like Wolverine. I'm starting to think that Wolverine was just based off this frog. Like, hello? It's literally Wolverine. Although the hairs on the sides of the frog's body aren't actually hairs, they're threads of skin and arteries that increase the surface area to absorb more oxygen. Lastly, we have these dudes. Worms? Planarians. Their power? Regeneration. And I'm not talking about, oh, I hurt my pinky, but look, the wound is healing. Regeneration. I'm talking chop off their head and they grow a new one. Regeneration. You can literally cut these guys in half, and instead of dying like a normal creature, both halves will regenerate into two separate planarians. It doesn't matter in how many parts you chop it, they will all grow back into whole new planarians. And if that's not cool enough, there was also a study that taught a planarian to be attracted to light. Then they cut off its head. Aww. And even though the tail part of the planarian had to regrow a whole brain, it kept the attraction to light. So the new brain has memories from before it even existed? Double poof. That's enough head explosions for today. I'm gonna go rest my brain. Bye bye.